There's a specific kind of quiet that happens around 8:30 p.m. The kids are fast asleep, the toys are kicked to the side of the hallway, the dishwasher is humming its low, steady rhythm in the kitchen. The house, which for the last 4 hours was a battlefield of noise demands, spilled milk, and negotiations, suddenly goes completely silent. You sit down on the edge of the sofa. You let out that long, slow exhale. You know, the one that starts in your chest and ends somewhere in your boots. And then nothing. Just the hum of the dishwasher. And in that sudden, shocking silence, if you sit still long enough, you start to hear an echo. Not a real echo, it's an echo of a question that creeps in when you're too tired to fight it off. And that question is, who am I now? I'm Adam Lloyd, this is Between the Noise, and today we're talking about the man you left behind. Now, let's talk about it then. Let's talk about that ghost in the room. Because before you were a father, you were someone else. You had hobbies that didn't involve building Lego towers. You had weekends that weren't dictated by nap schedules and birthday parties. You had a physical identity, a professional identity, maybe a social identity. You were the guy who played rugby on Sundays, or the guy who spent hours under the hood of a car, or the guy who could just pick up and go wherever the wind blew. And then, the greatest thing in your life happened. You became a dad. But nobody tells you that when a father is born, a piece of the man has to die. Or at least, it feels like it dies. We don't talk about the grief of fatherhood. It feels selfish, doesn't it? To look at those beautiful kids that you love more than your own breath and still feel a pang of sadness for the freedom that you lost. But we bury that feeling, we push it down because society says, you should be grateful. And you are grateful, but you're also exhausted. And in that 8:30 p.m. silence when the house is finally still, you look around at the scattered toys and the mountain of laundry and you realise you haven't done a single thing for yourself in weeks, maybe months, maybe years. You feel like you've been hollowed out, like you are just a vessel, a provider, a protector, a fixer, a driver, a disciplinarian. And you wonder, is this it? Is this all I am now? Just the guy who pays the bills and takes up the bins? Now, the Stoic philosopher Seneca once wrote about a man who was complaining that his life had become entirely consumed by his duties to the state and his family. The man felt he had lost himself to the demands of others. Seneca didn't offer him pity. He offered him a shift in perspective. He told the man to look at the sculptor. Because when a sculptor looks at a raw block of marble, he doesn't see a loss of stone. He doesn't mourn the pieces that are chipped away. He understands that the chipping, the striking, the violent removal of the excess, that is the only way the masterpiece is revealed. The marble doesn't lose its identity when it is struck by the chisel. It finds true form. The excess is stripped away so that the essential can remain. You see, the sculptor knows that you cannot create something magnificent without destroying what was there before. The raw block has potential, yes, but the carved statue has purpose. Now, I want you to think about that block of marble, because that's what fatherhood is doing to you. It is the chisel. It is the hammer. You sit in the silence of your living room and you mourn the man you used to be, the guy with the free weekends, the guy with the unbroken sleep. You look at the pieces of your old life on the floor and you think that you've lost your identity. But what if you haven't lost your identity at all? What if you are just finally being carved into the man that you were always meant to be? The old you, the guy with the freedom and the hobbies, he was the raw block. He had potential, but he didn't have purpose. Not like this. Fatherhood strips away that excess. It strips away the selfishness. It chips away at your ego, your vanity, your need for constant comfort. It is painful, it is exhausting, but it is not destroying you. It is refining you. The man that you left behind wasn't any better than you. He was just lighter. He didn't carry the weight of a legacy. He didn't have eyes looking up at him, searching for a hero, a protector, a guide. You are not hollowed out. You are emptied of the trivial so that you can be filled with the essential. So tonight, when the house goes quiet, when the dishwasher hums and the silence settles in, I don't want you to listen to the echo of the man that you used to be. I want you to look at the masterpiece that you are becoming. I dare you to stop mourning the marble on the floor. I dare you to embrace the chisel. I dare you to realize that every sacrifice, every sleepless night, every moment you put them before yourself, it is carving you into a pillar of strength. Because you haven't lost yourself. You are finally finding out what you are made of. The old you is gone, let him go. The man sitting on that sofa right now, he is the only one they need. He is the man that you were destined to become. He is the one who matters. I'm Adam Lloyd, this is Between the Noise. Go be the man that they need you to be today.